Hello everyone and welcome to my review for Chainsaw Man Chapter 92. Sorry I didn't have this video out earlier at my normal time. I try to get them out on Fridays, but I just didn't really have a good opportunity to record yesterday. So here I am now. This week's chapter is seemingly something of a transition chapter, bridging the gap between basically everything that's happened in the last 10 chapters or so with what seemingly is going to be the climax of the story. We have Kishibe taking Denji and Kobeni into hiding, and apparently Kobeni has to go as well because of all the stuff that she's seen. Makima will definitely murder her. So, more bad luck for Kobeni. Still can't catch a break, although she's actually sort of relieved that these circumstances force her to never interact with her family again. We've sort of gotten some hinting in the past that Kobeni's upbringing and home life were not great, but it seems like Kobeni is basically jumping at the opportunity to get away from them. Maybe that's exaggerating a little bit. She's not, super excited, but that's probably mostly because Makima is going to try and kill her, which is pretty good reason to not exactly be all happy about things. Now, this chapter pretty much serves the purpose of, I guess, trying to help Denji get out of his funk. He talks about how even if he survives this, he's probably just going to end up being someone else's dog again, and he'll basically live his entire life doing what other people want. And Kobeni tells him that living a life where you only get to do what you want it's a dream. That's not what real life is like. Which is very interesting, because it seems like Kobeni has basically been doing stuff that she doesn't really want to do her entire life, just so that she can pretty much support herself. I guess that's, something of a coming-of-age message. This is interesting. So, shonen series are always intended for people in my demographic, young adults getting ready to go out into the real world, and they always have, some kind of inspiring message to teach people. But Chainsaw Man is not very like other shonens. It's very gritty and grounded and messed up. So, this is actually not bad for a message for young people to come from this series, which is basically, listen, when you go out there into the real world, you're not going to be able to do everything that you want. That's just not realistic. You're going to spend a lot of your life doing stuff that other people want you to do. That's just what real life is like, and you just kind of have to deal with that and find a way to work with it. So, I think that's actually a pretty good message. And this sort of serves to balance out Denji's mindset. He's sort of balancing his original naive idea of being able to live his life doing whatever he wanted, and now his sort of depressed state where he thinks he's going to spend the rest of his life always doing what other people want him to do. So that's pretty interesting. Now, the end of the chapter, we see that Denji keeps getting praised by people in the media for being the Chainsaw Man. And we just see, more and more of, these crowds of people cheering him on and stuff like we'd seen a few chapters ago. And it seems like this is sort of, inspiring Denji. I think the public support that Denji is getting for being the Chainsaw Man is going to be the key to defeating Makima. As we know, devils get their power from fear of humans. When humans fear an idea, that fear gives power to the devil of that concept. Now, with the Chainsaw Man, because all of these people are loving him now, he's become weaker. He was dying a few chapters ago because of all the love and support he was getting from so many people. But I think that could maybe be used to his advantage, where if he portrays Makima as this evil, destructive force that he then basically just keeps beating over and over again. Because as we've seen, Makima can't really do anything to the Chainsaw Man unless she sort of forces him into a certain situation where he has to put himself in harm's way. Denji could make people not afraid of Makima. Something like that. And that would weaken her. That's one possibility, I guess. I don't know how interesting that would be. I'm sure that Fujimoto could probably find some kind of interesting way to do that. But we will just have to see. And with that, that's really all I have to say about this week's chapter. I'm very interested to see what Kishibei's plan is exactly to keep Denji safe from Makima. I know he said in the Viz translation that last week, I think, basically, oh yeah, I can keep you safe from Makima for a little while. So it's not like a permanent fix. He's going to find a way to keep him safe for a little bit, and then see what they can do from there. So I'm very interested to see what that is, and I'm very interested to see how this climax plays out and how long it goes on for. Because the final arcs of series are sometimes long. It really depends on the length of the series. Like with how short Chainsaw Man is going to be in comparison to most other Shonen Jump series, I have a feeling we'll maybe get like a 10-chapter climax, maybe even less. We'll just have to see. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Chainsaw Man chapter reviews every week. If you enjoy other series such as Record of Ragnarok, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Kengan Omega, I do videos on those series as well, so if you're interested in those, you should definitely check out my channel. If you enjoy discussing Chainsaw Man with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to it on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.